now. Happy February. I told you guys in my January reading, but I'm not a fan of January. So I'm excited that this is a new month, new energy. It's funny because the shirt says nobody puts baby in the corner, and it's from Dirty Dancing. But I just decided to wear it today, and then as I was looking at my Facebook memories, a memory popped up where I actually went and saw Dirty Dancing, like the Broadway version. So it was pretty funny. But yesterday I was taking Porter on a walk, like I do, and we have all of these little free libraries everywhere. And I was thinking, I should bring some books that I'm not reading anymore, because I feel like, when you're just like, oh, universe, just show me a sign. Like, I think that for that to really work, we all have to be tapped into our intuition. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm going to pull a card and I'm going to put a dolphin on my thing because that's the energy. And then if somebody's like, show me a dolphin if this is the right choice for me, I think that we all are connected, and the more tapped in and tuned in to our intuition we are, the more we can truly assist everyone. And hey, that's Aquarian energy, right? In a nutshell, like humanitarian, idealist, all of the things. So just a thought, if there's some books that you want to get rid of or something, or some things that you just want to give to someone else because perhaps you got all your use out of it and now it's time for somebody else to experience that magic. That feels like this energy. And we did, Mercury did just go retrograde, and it's in Aquarius, so there's gonna be technical difficulties. So when you know that, at least you can be prepared. And I don't think Mercury retrograde is a horrible thing. Like, I think we need to slow down. And I think that this just forces us to, double check, triple check your work. Make sure that you're not hitting reply all to those emails. Pay attention. And just know that, things will happen. Technology will not cooperate. Sometimes you're gonna drop cards on the ground. And that's just life. So let's see. They're just jumping everywhere, aren't they? Got a lot to say. What else? I did like a mini detox this weekend, and I feel so much better. I think that we can just get really sluggish in winter, and I know that we're like supposed to be hibernating and all that jazz, but also, we live in a society where hibernating isn't really an option. Goodness. So, you gotta do what you gotta do, but I just felt the pull to do a little detox, and I feel so much better. Well, so we got patience. I think that this is like temperance and the tarot, but just have patience and trust the divine timing of life. Our door to spirit is opening again, and I decided that like every year I choose a word that I want to embody. And last year it was presence, and I just really wanted to be in the present moment as often as possible. I'm still human, so obviously it was a struggle, but making that my intention was just really helpful. And this year I decided that my intention is to just be intentional with anything and everything that I do. And here's our Mercury retrograde in a card. I think I got this around this time last year too. You feel stuck. You feel like you can't move forward, that you're just kind of in limbo, and you're just supposed to have patience during this time and really focus on that door to spirit, because that divine guidance will come through for you when you are patient, when you are quiet, when you give yourself the time and the space to connect to that higher source. Oh my God, happy family, whatever that means to you. I always think of miracles when I see rainbows, so just be present, be patient, trust divine timing, and trust that miracles will happen. And use this time for rest and rejuvenation, because Lord knows we all need it, right? Okay, we love that. And then I want to pull from my wisdom oracle for just like a theme for the month. Because I feel like it. No other reason, really. It's been rainy all weekend, and I'm not gonna lie, Porter gets a little bummy when it rains all the time. She hates the rain. And I do have a rain jacket for her. She hates to put it on, but when she's in it, she's like, okay, it's all good. We're cool. But I need to get her a bigger one because she kind of grew out of the one that she has. It was from when she was a little baby puppy. Well, not a baby puppy, but she just needs a bigger one. Ooh. Okay, here's our theme. And it's Unfinished Symphony, which I've never pulled before, so I always get excited when I pull new cards. Let's see. Okay. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. Hello, Mercury retrograde. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance, take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers that you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. Relationship message. Moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up. Hold the phone. Bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee for peace of mind. Accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. And I think sometimes with Mercury retrograde, we'll try and reach out to that person. But I think sometimes all you need to do is write that letter, get out what needs to be said, and then burn it. Because it's not for them, it's for you. And sometimes opening up that can of worms again does nothing. It just can set you back. It can make you think that things have changed when they really haven't. And the only thing that really needs to change is you and your mindset and the way that you perceive the situation, and closure comes from you. Okay. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. Prosperity message. Make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. Perhaps you've created something special that will increase your sense of abundance and bring you opportunities for wealth. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. Now is the time to put your nose to the grindstone and complete the tasks that have accumulated. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, hand in an assignment, complete a work of art, tie up loose ends so you can move forward with surety, knowing you're on the prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. Hold on. Parched. And a protection message. When unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it is a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. I love that, and that really does feel like it ties in with this message, you know? Perhaps there is something that is tying you up that you need to unravel, and maybe it is from your past, or maybe it's just cutting something off, you know? Yeah, love that. Okay. Then let us pull a animal spirit card for February. The vulture. We got this in Scorpio season, I believe. We got it in another season, but I was like, I don't want that. But because it's showing up, we probably should listen. Okay, yeah, we need this. The vulture. Guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or a tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic, aggressive. To bring into balance, clean your space, and sage. And it's funny because the other day I just had this like intuitive pull to just order a bunch of cleaning stuff. And I've just been a cleaning fool, so you know, that's where we're at. So that feels right. And so because we are in Aquarius season, you know, the opposite of Aquarius is Leo. And, you know, Leo is that heart energy. It's that childlike energy. It is that sun, you know. And Aquarius is that innovation, that thinking outside the box, you know. But I think that we need both of those. And I think that that's why I love astrology, because, you know, I can see when I'm leaning more into a certain energy. And I decided to get some new cards to bring in, and these ones are the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild, and it's Enter the Luminous Heart of the Sacred. And I think because with all of this Aquarius energy, it's so easy to get like innovative and thinking outside of the box, but I want to stay connected to that heart energy because we need them both. We need our heads and our hearts. So I just felt the intuitive pull to get these cards the other day, and I'm excited to see how they can assist us, you know, in opening another door to spirit. So let's see what we get. We got the Perfume of Sophia. So let's see, number 12. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances, where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next moment you are sure it is yes. Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain. Gotta love that Mercury retrograde that I spoke of. Just cut me off in the middle of my video. So, where were we? Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open with positive but relaxed expectation that clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. I love that, you know, and I do feel like that resonates with the cards that we pulled. Just rest and have patience and trust that divine timing, that door to spirit. So good. And then, because it is Aquarius season, we still gotta have our rebels, right? So let's pull one from that. And then we'll wrap it up. Oh, I haven't gotten this before. What you want wants you. Who doesn't love that? Okay, 16. Do you dare to believe that what you want is also wanting you? The genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of the soul, swathed in pleasure. Yet, if you have been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilt over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky and complicated relationship with the yearnings of your heart. We often learn to distrust our own desires and come to believe that they are something to be overcome or avoided. We may even try to want second best, disbelieving we are worthy of our first choice, of what we really, genuinely want and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want is for others, not for us. This oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want, not the substitutions and make-dos, but what would truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life. You might not know anything more than, I want to sing, or I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart as you do the healing process below. If you genuinely do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires by making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself what it is that truly moves you. Give this matter consistent attention without forcing a response. Your answers may come in a sudden flow or sudden flood or slowly over time. As you get to know your genuine desires and give yourself permission to feel and receive them, a powerful sequence is set in motion. From the depths of the universe, your desires hurtle its way towards you as the perfect manifestation. It is coming to you even now, manifesting itself as the best situation or relationship or circumstances to bring fulfillment to your heart, radiance to your life path, and a creative awakening. So don't give up. Keep dreaming of your fulfillment, but don't imagine it as always awaiting you in some distant future. Instead, play with what it will feel like to be so fulfilled right now. How will you feel different? Will you be more grateful, more peaceful and content, more confident, more trusting of your ability to create and in the loving responsiveness of this wild universe? Cultivate those feelings. Get to feel what genuine desire and the meeting of that desire that can then generate yet new desire is like for you. Give yourself permission to go there right now. Remember that if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible, or that you are aiming too high, then they need this healing too. Perhaps you can inspire them by giving yourself permission to heal. This will naturally open them to the idea that they could give themselves permission to know and fulfill their unique desires too. Whether someone chooses to be inspired by you or to be fearful of your innate creative power is completely up to them. This oracle brings you the message that whether you see it coming or not, your desire is already on its way to you. It is closer than you think, and soon you will be able to see it, touch it, feel it, and enjoy it. You will then become inspired for your next manifestation based on the true desires of your heart. I love that. Okay, there's just like a super short healing practice. And it says, repeat this statement 3 times with feeling. What I want wants me, and I am open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. What I want wants me, and I'm open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. What I want wants me, and I'm open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. Love that. Love this message. Okay, 1 Miracles Now card, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Just going to wrap it up. Porter's sleeping on the couch. Gosh, I'm so bad at shuffling. I don't know why. Okay. Closing message. from our miracles now. I show up for myself and the world. And I love that because yesterday, like I said, I detoxed. I completely checked out. Took care of myself, my body, all the things, so that today I could say, okay, I'm here, I'm feeling good, let's do this thing. And that's the thing, you can't pour from an empty cup. You've got to fill your cup. And when your cup is full, then you can pour that overflow. But if you are running on empty and you keep trying to show up for everyone else, you're not doing them any favors. Because eventually you will burn out. Okay, I'm sending you guys so much love. I hope you have a beautiful February. I will more than likely show up and do a new moon in February reading, but I hope you have a beautiful now. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and I will see you soon.